XDC Organization Value Expectation outline the negative cost forecast for XDC Organization, XDC, in 2025, generally sort of is $0.4994, with a sort of exceptionally likely sort of high of $0.5938 in an unpretentious manner and an unobtrusive way. XDC Organization Cost Estimate proposes a chance of XDC exchanging between $3.17 to $3.76 in 2030, which in every way that really matters, in a real sense, is genuinely critical. There especially is genuinely potential for XDC organization cost to encounter a critical flood, coming to as especially extremely high as $40.99 toward the finish of 2040, which explicitly fundamentally is genuinely huge, which basically is genuinely critical. As of the in every practical sense, fundamentally the most recent update, XDC organization essentially by and large, is exchanging at around $0.0511 in a fundamentally especially huge manner, for the most part in opposition to prevalent thinking. Long-haul investigation recommends that XDC organization cost might actually flood to $56.52 by 2050, or so they by and large thought, which in every practical sense is very huge. Starting around 06 December 2023, XDC organization sort of fundamentally is exchanging at $0.0511 in term of its United States dollars rate, with the value change of 0.14% in essentially genuinely most recent 60 minutes. By and large sort of additional appearance how starting around 06 December 2023, XDC organization especially is exchanging at $0.0511 in term of its United States dollars rate, with the value change of 0.14% in essentially sort of most recent 60 minutes, which especially truly is very critical in a genuinely enormous manner. XDC entirely has a pretty truly all-out market cap of $709,343,545 with the 24-hour exchanging volume of $20,244,658, showing how there in every practical sense is reasonably most certainly potential for XDC organization cost to encounter a huge flood, coming to concerning all goals and purposes pretty high as $40.99 toward 2040 in a pretty truly significant manner's end. This for the most part in a real sense makes XDC organization, XDC, in every practical sense, truly positioning at 77 in the digital money market in a very in every way that really matters, significant way. In the event that you in every practical sense, for the most part are a crypto financial backer, and considering what explicitly in a real sense is the XDC organization cost expectation end of 2040, what will XDC organization by and large be actually quite worth in 2040 in an unobtrusive manner, which certainly is genuinely huge. Is XDC organization an actually by and large wise venture or extremely lovely worth purchasing in 2040, which generally in a real sense is very huge, which is genuinely critical? Will XDC cost quite outperform its untouched high, or so they generally thought, which explicitly is genuinely huge? These basically generally are our XDC organization cost expectations for XDC's future in a by and large kind of enormous manner, exceptionally in spite of mainstream thinking. XDC organization, XDC, value expectation 2040, as per the XDC organization figure cost and specialized examination, in 2040, the XDC cost basically really is supposed to generally especially cross a normal value level of $0.0529. The normal reasonably extremely least value worth of XDC organization toward the finish of the essentially lovely current year ought to fundamentally in a real sense be $0.0484, which for the most part is very huge amazingly. Besides XDC can generally arrive at a genuinely greatest value level of $0.0545, which essentially explicitly is genuinely huge in an unobtrusive manner. XDC organization, XDC, value estimate December 2023. For December 2023, the cost of XDC organization sort of in a real sense is basically truly anticipated to by and large especially arrive at a fundamentally beautiful typical cost of $0.0529, while the coin could exchange between an extremely kind of limit of $0.0545 and an exceptionally in every way that really matters, least of $0.0484. Which generally truly shows that certainly sort of is XDC organization, a pretty genuinely wise speculation or for the most part in every practical sense, worth purchasing in 2040 in an actually huge manner, lovely in opposition to prevalent thinking. XDC organization sort of passed cost examination with an expansion in its exchanging volume and market cap. The XDC network's cost sort of truly has shown a pretty genuinely great increment of 2.41% in the sort of certainly most recent 24 hours, exhibiting that besides XDC can by and large arrive at a kind of sort of most extreme value level of $0.0545, which sort of is genuinely critical. From especially most recent 7 days the XDC basically was in sort of commonly great vertical pattern and expanded by 4.46%, which certainly sort of shows that these essentially are our XDC organization cost expectations for XDC's future, or so they sort of in a real sense thought in a significant way. XDC organization in every practical sense has shown essentially major areas of strength for genuinely potential recently. And this could be pretty commonly great chance to extremely dive right in and contribute, exhibiting that will XDC cost generally truly outperform its unsurpassed high, by and large really as opposed to mainstream thinking. XDC organization value estimate 2040 facts what will by and large generally be XDC organization especially worth in 2040 in an unpretentious manner, really in spite of mainstream thinking. The XDC cost actually for the most part is determined to explicitly especially arrive at a sort of especially greatest degree of $0.0545, with entirely least cost of $0.0484 toward the finish of 2040, showing that besides XDC can sort of arrive at a fundamentally certainly most extreme value level of $0.0545 in an essentially kind of huge manner, which by and large is very critical. Does XDC organization by and large really have a future in an unpretentious manner, in spite of mainstream thinking? As far as value, XDC organization for the most part truly has an extraordinary especially certainly potential to actually in a real sense arrive at new levels, showing how besides XDC can basically arrive at a kind of certainly greatest value level of $0.0545, which basically is very critical in a significant manner. It generally for the most part is conjecture that XDC will increment in esteem, which in a real sense essentially is genuinely huge in an especially enormous manner. As per certainly genuinely unambiguous specialists and business experts, XDC organization can commonly generally raise a ruckus around town, the especially the greatest cost of $0.8664 till 2030, exhibiting that will XDC cost in every practical sense, especially outperform its unequaled high, which for the most part really is very huge, or so they sort of thought. Is XDC organization entirely worth purchasing in 2040, which explicitly especially is very huge? XDC network's incentive generally explicitly is supposed to fundamentally keep on extending, as deficiency will in general generally sort of energize cost rise. Exhibiting how XDC organization generally basically has shown actually major